What's up, guys, and welcome back to part 5 of our playthrough of Fighting Fantasy: The Shadow of the Giants. In the previous episode, we basically started from scratch and did things quite differently, and we managed not to lose as many luck points or skill points as we did in the previous playthrough. We've got a shit ton more items. I think the last thing I remember doing is we went into the basement of some house through a trapdoor into like a flooded basement into another house where we gained a snake's-headed amulet, I think, and killed loads of rats. So from what I remember, that is one of the last things we did, so we're more equipped this time around when we do leave Hamlin. So let's just continue from where we started from them.
Ready? Brass Street ends at a crossroads. If you want to turn left into Pudding Lane, turn to 285. If you want to turn right into Brick Lane, turn to 10. If you want to continue straight ahead into Copper Street, turn to 98. So we went down Brick Lane.
Just check 172 first, because I feel like you circled that as the last page.
Really?
Yeah, just check what 172 is.
Well, maybe I did.
I think you did. John Case, good fortune on your path ahead. Is that Jan Case?
Jan Case.
Thank you for the cheer, Jan.
Oh, thank you.
Appreciate it. We'll need it. Unfortunately, it cannot go straight into our gold pot there, so we can buy
That
lots of
would be
stuff.
very helpful. Oh no, I think we were here.
172.
I wonder what I... That must have been a checkpoint, and then that's where we're starting?
Yeah, I think that was right, because I remember you circled it as if it was the last one.
Yeah. Okay. Scratch that last bit.
Okay, so I think we're still in the basement, I'm not sure.
You continue walking along Brick Lane. Right, okay, so this is the right page, because we're about here somewhere. So we're keeping on going down Brick Lane.
Okay.
You continue walking along Brick Lane to where it turns sharply left before ending at a crossroads. Turning left would take you down Copper Street. Continuing straight ahead would take you into Pudding Lane. Both routes would lead you back towards the town square, so you decide to turn right into Silver Street.
So we don't have an option.
No. But we might end up being able to get there anyway.
Yeah, okay.
Did we even want to go down Pudding Lane?
No, I don't think so, unless that's where the hag was. The spider hag.
Oh,
We need to...
yeah.
I don't think that was an option now anyway, so...
Okay. Unless we were meant to be on 386, I don't know.
I don't know. Well, I'm sure this was the last one. Anyway, 213. We're going down Silver Lane. You see several mystic-looking characters in colourful robes chatting together in the street. One of them is an old man with a pointed silver-grey beard, silver-grey hair held in place by a leather headband. He's wearing a long, dark blue cloak which has a high, stiff collar adorned with tiny astral symbols. When he sees you, he leaves his friends and walks towards you carrying a swag bag over his shoulder. When he gets close, he nods politely and without saying a word reaches out to hand you a shiny brass lamp with a long spout. If you want to take the lamp, turn to 291. If you'd rather refuse the gift and walk on, turn to 376. So this is
Twixie.
Twixie. One of them. It's basically the genie in a bottle.
It is, but we never actually... it's Twixie, the genie. So we never actually found out if Twixie was useful or not, did we? Because we died before Twixie even came into...
I feel like there's got to be a purpose for it.
But is it going to be a failure?
I'd rather take them and find out if it's going to be a failure or not. Because
I didn't get bad vibes off it last time.
No, he was just lazy, but I think if he has a purpose, then he will wake up and actually do something and give us a wish. So let's take him again. So let's take the lamp, turn to 291.
We may regret this.
Yeah.
As soon as you take hold of the lamp, the man drops his sack on the ground. He looks to the sky and raises both hands in the air and says with a great sigh of relief, I'm free, I'm free. How lucky I am that you came to Hamlin, stranger. Never again will I have to listen to that irritating, moaning, groaning excuse for a genie living inside the lamp. His name is Twixie and he's your responsibility now. I've been trying to give away that magic lamp for months. Nobody would take it. Everybody in Hamlin knows what a burden Twixie is. He never appears when you need his help, no matter how hard you would the lamp or shout his name. He only offers help when you don't need it. The rest of the time you'll hear him muttering to himself inside his lamp, especially in the middle of the night. It used to drive me mad. I've come close on several occasions to flattening it with a hammer, then I feel guilty because I know Twixie is trapped inside, but now I can get some peace, enjoy looking after him. Good luck and goodbye. With that, the old man walks off, whistling happily to himself. You look at the lamp and wonder what to do with it. Hello there, it's nice to meet you. I'm so glad to hear that you'll be my new guardians. At least he's polite. A voice whispers from inside the lamp. I'd like you to know that I can read your mind, so please don't think about abandoning me. You will be cursed for 100 years if you do. Pop me into your backpack and get on with whatever you were planning on doing. Don't mind me, I'm going to have a nap. I'll let you know when I need you. I'll let you know when I need you.
Yeah.
If you want to put the lamp in your backpack, turn to 334. If you want to leave it on the street, turn to 82. I feel
334.
Yeah, I feel like we wouldn't be able to leave it anyway.
The genie again. Yes,
Hey,
what's up? So yeah, we've got him again. We don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing. There's a couple of interesting things in there. One of them is that he mutters to himself, especially at night. So I'm wondering if there's like something to do with the night time, if we can listen to him or get him out at night. And then what was the other thing that he did?
He says, I will let you know when I need
I
help.
think there was something else as well. He can read our mind as well, so we'll try not to lie to him, basically.
Yeah,
So yeah, turn to 334.
unless he's bluffing.
We'll never know unless he kills us, will we? As you place the lamp into your backpack, you hear the genie say, "Thank you for looking after me. You won't regret it." Not knowing what you have let yourself in for, you carry on walking along the street. Turn to 376.
It can't be too bad because it gave you the chance of leaving him.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious to see what happens if you leave him on the street. Of course, he never did anything in the last run.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think we've got far enough for him to do anything good or bad.
Further up the street, you see a shop on your right called The Illusionist. You look in the window and see that the only item on display is what looks like a wand resting on a red velvet cushion. It reminds you of the wand you once saw when you visited the Tower of the Grand Wizard of Darkwood Forest. If you want to enter the shop, turn to 261. If you want to walk on up the street, turn to 202.
Yeah, let's do it.
Because I think this is where there was some quite useful sounding items.
Yeah. A Wizard of Darkwood Forest. I'm wondering if that's like Yaz Tromo from Forest of Doom.
Yes, true. If you remember that name.
I do, I don't know why. No, I think it's on that map somewhere. Yaz Tromo's Tower or something like that. 261. When you walk through the shop entrance, you hear high-pitched cackling laugh and see it coming from a dancing clown puppet in a glass cabinet near the door. The walls of the shop are decorated with colourful swirling patterns. At the back of the shop, there's a glass counter filled with files, bottles, stopper jars, amulets, bracelets, rings, and scrolls, and in the centre, a marble statue of a wizard who is holding a staff in one hand and a scroll in the other. Behind the counter is a gold satin curtain drawn across the doorway. The curtain is suddenly pulled to one side by a thin hand covered in angry sores. A grey-skinned man with sunken eyes and rotting flesh shuffles through the doorway. His clothing is torn and blood-stained, and you see that he has a huge open wound in his abdomen, which is crawling with maggots. There is no mistaking the zombie which stands before you. If you want to attack the undead creature with your sword, turn to 56. If you want to leave the shop immediately, turn to 390. So I will show it again because this is awesome.
Cool.
Yeah, and the light's pretty good on this one.
Hey, Olivia!
Hey, Olivia, how you doing? Long time. So I think we attack it with our sword because that.
We know it's not a real zombie.
So
It's
56.
a fake ass zombie.
We are in the illusionist shop, so.
We didn't actually, it didn't click with us last time, did it?
No, until someone else in the chat told us basically it was an illusion. Well, guessed.
No, he tells you it's an illusion. You draw your sword and advance towards a zombie who, in a puff of white smoke, suddenly transforms into a tall man with swept back black hair and a goatee beard. He's wearing a long dark coat with baggy sleeves and a crisp white shirt. He chuckles to himself and says, "It makes me laugh how people fall for my zombie illusion trick. Don't they ever read the name of the shop? Welcome, stranger. I sell all things magical, including my famous Ring of the Zombies, which I just demonstrated for you. Just tap it twice and hey presto, you look like a zombie. Here's a list of magic items I have in stock. You will appreciate these items are of exceptional quality, but I must warn you that they can all be only used once. Would you like to buy anything?" So, we've got a list which consists of Potion of Wisdom, Potion of Healing, Ring of Smoke, Ring of Sleep, Bracelet of the Orcs, Ring of the Zombies, Ring of Fire, Ring of Mind Control, and Ring of Light.
Okay, I think in the rules somewhere in the back that the Potion of Wisdom and Potion of Healing, like I think the Potion of Wisdom might get you like either your luck or your skill up by 1 or something like that.
Really?
Just check the rules. No, just the one time.
Oh, let's not bother them then.
Well, check it and see what they are first. I'm sure it's in about. How was Gamescom? Gamescom was awesome. Yeah, it was. It's always like.
It's always like.
It's like the best sort of con you can go to. Just all the games and the set pieces and stuff. Didn't get to play much, but maybe one day we'll get to go on a press day and actually see everything. But yeah, it's always fun. You should try and definitely make your way there at some point. Now, didn't you need something from the shop for later?
It was the zombie ring, I think.
I think we fought the zombie ring, but I think that was so we could probably sneak past the zombies and not fight them, because we had to fight like 9 of them. And the goblin earwax, we actually have the goblin earwax. We bought that from the previous shop beyond. Some AEW wrestlers were there with their new game. Oh, we didn't see any. That must have been on the day before. They had the big ring. They had the actual ring there. So I wonder if they were actually doing a wrestling show or something.
Looking at the ring, didn't we? And being like, I wonder if there's actually going to be fighting there.
Yeah, maybe we missed it.
Maybe. It doesn't say anything about those potions, by the way. It just says about skill potions and stamina. And...
Oh, okay, maybe not. Oh, I thought it was that then. So, what are they? Wisdom?
So I don't think we should bother with the wisdom or the healing potion, personally.
Maybe the wisdom one, if it's not a part of just your normal stats.
Oh, now I want everything.
I think we might as well buy... Should we make this our first checkpoint of the thing then?
Right, what were we going to buy? What were we going to buy from that, the shop? It was a sword, but we'd have to swap out the sword we have.
It was the fire sword. No,
it was the snake sword.
Yeah, a sword with a serpent engraving on it.
Oh, but now we have a dragon sword.
We have the most sharpest blade in the universe, apparently. I don't think it was in those words, but we had the sharpest blade in the world. So we can't go back to that anyway, I don't think, to that shop.
Okay.
We've left the market, so...
Did you find a key somewhere, or was it some sort of pick? Yeah, we've got a pick lock.
Yeah, we found a pick lock in the basement of... No, we bought it from a guy who sold us literally about 10 items for, I think it was 5 gold. 5 gold, so we bought everything and we got the pick lock, so we can, hopefully with maybe a luck roll or a skill roll, get into that room, so...
Maybe we should buy quite a few of these things then.
I think we should.
Should we get Potion of Wisdom?
Yeah.
Which is 1 gold.
Yep, so I'll take this gold off one by one as we do it.
What else have we got? We've got... So do you want the Potion of Healing, or should we forget about the Potion of Healing? It's also 1 gold.
Leave that one till last.
If we spend 21 gold, we can buy everything.
So how much would we be left with? 10 gold?
Yeah.
Should we do that? We've still got stuff to sell as well. We have the goblin necklaces.
But we'll only have 10 gold left.
This is our checkpoint now.
Okay.
Have you written this down as a checkpoint?
I will do.
So basically we'll know that when we start again, we just won't have all these items and write down 31 gold, was it? Yeah.
Yeah, I'll write our stats as well.
Yeah.
12.
Played D2 at all. We should go do a King's Floor raid at some point. Yeah, I've actually been playing it a fair bit. I hammered the last season pass in the last week and then never finished it. And I've been playing the new season and I'm really enjoying it. I do need to go and actually play some of the raids. So once I get everything done, we can do that at some point.
Ring of...
The only raid I never finished.
Ring of Sleep. Was it just that one raid that we really struggled with? Have you ever struggled with another raid?
Yeah, loads of them. No,
As bad as that one?
Leviathan was just really hard on PlayStation because it was 30 frames and that floor thing just wrecked you and threw you off the edge. Dude, well easy on PC. You only ever done 2 of them, haven't you?
What was the
We did at one point when we had a bit more time. Last time Emily played was when Beyond Light came out. So she's not played Witch Queen or any of the stuff from it. But Lightfall looks awesome. I'm tempted to pick that up.
Wow, you've got so many items. I can't even fit them on one page. Ring of
You probably should have started a new cache.
I've got 3 already.
Oh. I haven't raided at all on D2. I've had such a good time raiding on D2 before they took all of the raids out. I was trying to get them all done before they basically sunset everything, and playing Leviathan and those raids was like so much fun. Playing with LFG players online, I was playing like every day with randomers. It was awesome.
Okay, so we now have Potion of Wisdom, a Potion of Healing, Ring of Smoke, Ring of Sleep, Ring of Fire, Bracelet of the Orcs, Ring of the Zombies, Ring of Mind Control, and a Ring of Light. I thought that was Wesker. If you want to buy any of their magic items, deduct the total number of gold.
So we have 10 left, right?
Yeah, so we spent 21. Let me just double check that.
I know like an LFG, but I had really bad anxiety about it. I had some bad runs with just arseholes. Not had too many. Everyone seemed to be alright. It's more on console, I guess, when there was more like kids who had no idea what they were doing.
What was that kid called? What was he called?
I don't know what his name was.
I'm sure.
I would know.
Yeah.
Alright, let's get on with it.
The illusionist thanks you for your custom and you leave the shop. Turn to page 390.
Might be able to jump on at some point over the weekend, Dean, if you want to play it. I don't know if we'll be able to play a raid, but we can play something.
Maybe jump.
Yeah?
Maybe.
Yeah, do it. Outside, some of the locals are looking in shop windows whilst others are standing together, happily chatting. Nobody seems interested in you when you leave the illusionist and walk up the street, turn to 202.
You see another shop a little further up Silver Street. The window is dirty and the goods on display are dusty and old. They look to have been there for years. If you want to go in the junk shop, turn to 19. If you want to keep on walking up the street, turn to 278.
Let's go in the junk shop.
In the junk shop, they sold a helmet for 5.
Is this where the battle axe was?
Yeah, battle axe for 10, which we didn't actually
Yeah, that was just the golem, wasn't it?
And the serpent sword.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, but that was 15, which
we have to swap it anyway.
Yeah.
Well, we won't do that because we've got this one we've already got.
So it's either we go in and buy a helmet, or if you don't think we want a helmet, let's just keep walking.
What helmet was it?
It was just a helmet, I think. We can go in and have a look.
Let's have a quick look.
19.
Because if it's like a weird helmet, it might have a secret use. Just a helmet, so it's probably just going to give us +1 skill, so we'll leave that.
Yeah, okay.
278 then.
As long as we don't get shot in the head, and then it says, are you wearing a helmet?
Our checkpoint isn't too far back if that does happen. Silver Street ends at a junction with 2 narrow alleyways. If you want to turn left into Blind Alley, turn to 319. If you want to turn right into Back Alley, turn to 380. If you want to cross over to Hill Street, turn to 259. Did we want to go to Hill Street? Is that what the objective was?
We went straight to Hill Street, didn't we?
I think we were a bit scared that we were going to not be able to go find the guy, so should we
do your checkpoint and drink 278? No,
leave it there.
Back Alley, Blind Alley, or Hill Street?
Have you got the location on the map?
No, well, it's basically Hill Street's up here.
Okay, so it's left or right then, isn't it?
Which one's left?
Left is Blind Alley.
Okay.
And right is Back Alley. Maybe we should try Blind Alley.
Yeah. Does that sound appealing?
Yes. So let's go left, 319.
Go blind?
Yes.
Go blind or go home. There are high walls on both sides.
Stevie Wonder time, that's it.
There are high walls on both sides of the narrow alley, which cut out much of the daylight. That's why it's called Blind Alley.
You have to picture our character as Stevie Wonder in like a purple like suit, tux now. That for the rest of this playthrough.
Are we still El Bardo?
No, that was Fabled Lands.
Can we be El Bardo?
No, we're Stevie Wonder for the foreseeable future.
Okay. You step warily down the alley to where you find a body lying face down on the ground in the shadows. If you want to inspect the body, turn to 27. If you want to turn around and walk back to the junction and turn left into Hill Street, turn to 259. This is either going to be a save somebody or a get ambushed.
Yeah. Looks just like me. The only thing I'm hoping it isn't is it's an infected body and we get the plague.
Oh no, don't say that.
We've got a checkpoint. We're fine. 27.
27?
That was the page.
Oh no.
As you reach down to turn over the body, 2 small humanoids with large heads and pointed ears leap out from the shadows. They are gremlins. The third one, who was pretending to be dead, jumps up to join them. They circle you slowly, daggers in hand. Suddenly, one of them leaps on your back and you feel a sharp pain in your shoulder from a dagger wound. Lose 18 stamina points. Lose 2 stamina. Lose 2 stamina points and roll 2 dice. If the number rolled is less than or equal to your skill score, turn to 161. If the number rolled is greater than your skill score, turn to 248. So we lose 2 stamina points and we roll 2.
No.
Oh, cheers for the sub, Dean. Appreciate it, dude. Legend. Have you been streaming much, Dean? I haven't seen any notifications that you've been going live.
He's blocked you.
It's possible. But then again, we haven't really been watching anyone stream for a long time.
So lose 2 stamina points, we're gonna. I mean, our skill is 12, and that was not a cheat. That was legit a 12.
For anyone who's just tuned in, we actually did get a luck and skill roll of 12 on our reset.
Oh, we need to eat some provisions.
Wait, did I do that right? Yes, I did. Okay, so roll 2 dice. 1, 5, 10. So that is lower than our skill score. So we'll turn to 161.
161.
Try running them on Nerd.
Turn on your notifications then. Nerd!
Oh, right. Oh, yeah, I haven't got an alert box on here. No, I do have, I'm sure I did, because that guy's cheers came up before.
Yeah, no, you do. I think it means your notifications to see Oblivion streaming.
Oh, no, I do have notifications, but I don't know.
He's blocked you then.
I'll have a look.
You reach behind you to grab the gremlin around his neck and throw him over your shoulder. He grunts on landing and does not stand up. You are left to face the 2 remaining gremlins. Fight them one at a time.
I was too busy thinking about these gremlins all like 3-upping on me before I realised what you were on about.
There's some truth to that last comment. Alright, so we're fighting 2 gremlins. Which
goblins.
Look like this,
yes.
Definitely.
Okay, so
gremlin number 1, his skill is 4.
4?
Yeah.
That means he's dead, right?
Loser! And his stamina is 4 as well. So yeah, I don't actually think these guys can beat us, but...
They can if we roll up. No, they can't, can they? Because are they both the same?
Hang on, he can roll a 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And we can roll a 12, 13, 14. So he can.
He can. Yeah. Okay, then our roll.
We would have to get super unlucky.
There we go. So...
Yeah, okay, so...
It's not even worth him rolling for that. So...
Oh, poor little fella.
Goblin 1 is down to 2 stamina. I'll roll again.
16, so he can't. Yeah.
So...
He's dead.
So let's go back up to 4 for Gremlin number 2.
And his stamina is only 3, but we still have to get 2 good shots.
Let's do him in anyway.
Oh!
15?
15? Can he beat that?
He can.
Yes, he can. Oh my god. Wait, what is his 4? Oh.
Okay, so...
I kind of wanted to get a hit on us.
Right, he was 3 and so he's on 1.
Yeah. Come on, let's get a double 1. Give him a chance.
Okay, I'll roll again.
Oh, good.
Bye.
Okay, let's get rid of him.
Okay.
If you win, turn to 2-1-2. I need to get into the habit of reading the sentence after the fight.
Yeah, always, because...
Yeah. I just get excited.
The amount of times we've just, like, completely fucked up a playthrough by not reading the next sentence, it's like... What does it normally say? Like,
it's normally like, if you have something you don't need to fight, or
after three rounds...
Successful rounds.
Turn to this page.
Yeah.
A quick search of the gremlin's possessions yields 4 gold pieces, 3 daggers, a silver charm, and 2 dice made of bone. Okay, so should we get all these in?
Do we get all of them?
Yes.
Okay,
let me finish tip first.
Oh, yeah.
You take what you need and carry on walking down the alley until it comes to a dead end. There's nothing of interest in this alley, so you decide to walk back onto the junction and turn left into Hill Street. So I don't think we get to go down Backhand Alley.
Backhand Alley?
Yeah, it sounded like it said Backhand Ellie then as well. Right, so...
Good Ellie.
Eddie. 4 gold. Okay, so we've got 3 daggers.
3 daggers?
Yep.
So we've actually got 4 daggers.
Yeah, but count them as like separate because we've got 1 shiny dagger.
Yeah,
these
3 daggers.
These are bitch ass ones. Okay. A silver charm.
Ooh.
2 bone dice.
Ooh.
259.
Should we call our character Backhand Eddie from now on?
Yeah, could do. Backhand Eddie, who looks remarkably like Stevie Wonder.
Okay.
Okay, 259.
Yeah. Sorry, I was writing Stevie Wonder down. Hill Street has an incline which is quite noticeable as you walk up it. Ahead you see a horse and cart near the top of the hill where two men are unloading barrels outside a tavern. When they have finished unloading, one of them leads the horse over to a water trough to drink. Something spooks the horse and kicks out its hind legs, hitting one of the barrels. It topples over, knocking over others, and they all begin to roll down the hill. There is nowhere to take refuge, and you will have to try to sidestep them. Roll 2 dice. If the number rolled is less than or equal to your skill score, turn to 23. If the number rolled is greater than your skill score, turn to 19.
I feel like we did this
last
time and we got lucky.
No, I thought we... No, you die if you fail. I think we had to drink here.
Really?
Yeah, I think we got crushed.
No, that was in the cave with the archer man.
It was this as well.
Oh, right.
I'm sure it was. Well, we've definitely won anyway.
Hey, Steve, how you doing? Good evening.
Yay, Steve!
Well,
So... 23. Again, we should be nearly getting out of this town.
but we've got so much more item and currency this time around. The barrels roll down the hill towards you, virtually in a line, gathering speed. You ready yourself, and when they are almost on top of you, you leap over them to land on your feet. The barrels continue rolling down the hill with some crashing into a wall, sending frothy ale spilling out everywhere. We didn't do this.
No, maybe we didn't.
2 delivery men run past you with a look of despair on their faces. You leave them to sort out the mess and walk on. You see another street called Dead End Alley on your left, and a clockmaker's shop just beyond it. So is that down the alley?
No, right, so down the alley is where we need to go to find Omyash.
Oh, is that where it's Dead End Alley?
Yeah, and I just hope we can go to the clockmaker's shop and then go down Dead End Alley.
No, I don't think so. Well, let me finish it, like we've just said.
Yes, sorry.
If you want to go down the alleyway, turn to 263. If you want to go into the clockmaker's shop, turn to 397.
Yeah, so maybe we can do both.
Yeah, you will be, because you're going to have to go down there to start the quest. So 397. I thought it was Backhand Alley. Alley? Why do I keep saying Ellie?
Backhand Eddie?
Yeah.
We are Backhand Eddie.
I'm not even drunk, I've only had a
Oh my
fifth.
god, look at this! It looks less to me than it does on camera.
Drinking literal water. I wish we were. We've
Yeah,
been playing this
very
all week. We've
hydrating.
been drinking vodka every night. Well, every night we stream.
A clock chimes loudly when you... Did I say that right? A clock chimes loudly
Depends if you got
when
the
you
first
enter
bit.
the shop, and you see a short, stocky man with ruddy cheeks in a white apron standing in front of a long case clock, winding it up with a brass key. This old clock used to keep perfect time, and now it loses 5 minutes a day, he says in a disgruntled voice. But if you like this old timepiece, I will be prepared to sell it to you for a bargain price. You reply that you are not really looking to buy a
It's got a
clock.
gold key in it.
Oh, is it a brass key though? He's winding it up with a brass key. If you want to ask him if he knows Marikom Yash and where he might live, turn to 46. If you want to ask him if he has any spare keys to
So we got
sell,
money for it.
turn to 122.
Let's ask him about the spare keys. What for Rizzle?
For Rizzle.
For Rizzle, yeah. We're trying to get peak playthrough through this book. We're trying to get through it. But it seems we've been doing it every night, and it's not really healthy, but the views aren't too bad. 122.
Views.
The views. Reading the book fast.
Oh right. I thought
Not
you were
like
the
not
views.
this beautiful setup. Key greater than picklock for sure, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I think the picklock will probably have to be a luck or a skill roll anyway.
And we might be able to use it on something else
Yeah,
as well.
we've already had the opportunity to use the picklock once. The clockmaker saunters over to a tall chest. He pulls out one of the drawers and places it on his wooden counter. You see there are 6 iron keys in the drawer in various sizes. These are all I have spare. The rest are for my clocks. They cost 1 gold piece each, or 5 gold pieces for the lot. You buy what you need and pay the clockmaker. If you want to ask him if he knows Maricom Yash and where he might live, turn to 46. If you want to leave the shop and continue walking up Hill Street, turn to 392.
We don't need iron keys, but maybe you do need iron keys for chests.
I think iron keys will be like your sort of disposable keys that you use everywhere that you need a key, so...
But it didn't tell us to throw away our last iron key. After we used it.
I feel like that'd be a massive cheat.
Should I cross out the last iron key that we used, and should we buy some more iron keys?
5... You get 6 keys for 5 gold pieces. But that will leave us below 10 if we do need to buy a gold.
No, unless we just buy one.
Then we don't know which one we'd need, so...
Can we buy 2?
Should we just...
4?
Should we just buy all of them?
But then we'll be less than 10, like you said.
Let's buy 4 then. Should we buy 4?
Yeah, 4
and
iron
hopefully we
keys.
get lucky. So that drops us down to 10 gold.
If we need 5 for some chest,
We'll have to drink.
Yeah. Then I'm taking the crossed out iron key and reusing it.
You buy what you need and pay the... so we don't want to ask where the guy is because we know where he lives. So if you want to leave the shop and continue walking, turn to 392. But it seems like there's loads of chests somewhere that we haven't had the ability to open. But then
We won't have seen them yet.
we don't even know what the end quest is, though. That's what's quite interesting about this book is you normally know where you're exactly supposed to go from the first page. We don't know what's after.
Yeah,
We've got the rust beat.
oh no, we're defeating the Iron Giants, aren't we? Maybe that is the end goal.
Yeah, but how many quest steps away is that?
Could be a lot. When you get to the top of the street, you see that it continues downhill all the way to a gated stone archway which leads out of town. Most of the houses you see are in a poor state of repair. A door opens to a house with small, dirty windows on the right-hand side of the street.
That's it.
Oh, this is the old lady. An old lady appears at the doorway, hunched over her walking stick. She calls to you as you walk by, but you ignore her. Towards the bottom of the street, you see an ugly bunch of people standing next to a barrel. You decide to give up on looking for Maricom Yash and hurry past the crowd and out of town through the archway.
Oh, so we can't go in there?
No, but we don't want to go in there.
We do.
Oh, do we?
Yeah.
Do we?
Yeah, because we want to see if we get anything good for killing her. She killed us last time.
How are we gonna...
It's too late now.
Well, yeah, we'd have to go down the back alley, wouldn't we?
Yeah, but we've got the keys now, so we might as well see how it plays out. It might not be anything decent.
Yeah.
How far into this are you? Well, how far are you into this? We've been further than this before, and it took us 3 parts to get there, but we've kind of caught up in one part because we died and started again, so...
And, like, fast-tracked our way through.
Would hope we were about 50% through,
Okay,
maybe.
so, the thing is, we wanted to fight this woman.
We bought the spider oil especially. I mean, it was only 1 gold, I think, but...
Should we... We can't backtrack.
No, let's not backtrack. We don't know.
But we paid 3 gold for the spider oil.
But we don't know what's in there anyway, so...
Okay.
There might be another option. No, there probably won't be, but we don't know how we even got down there in the first place.
Yeah, let's just go, and then we know on the next playthrough we need to fight the spider woman.
Yeah. We've got so many items, we need to try and use them up anyway.
Yeah.
We should definitely be able to get further than we did last time, so that'll be good. You leave Hamlin certain that you will find a way to defeat the Iron Giants. You walk out of town passing field workers and farmers. Ahead you see a man sitting on a wooden box. Behind him there is a horse tied to a tree. When he sees you he calls out and asks if you'd like to buy his horse. He says it was left him by his uncle, but he has no use for it. He's selling it for 3 gold. If you want to buy the horse and ride west to find the Iron Giants, turn to 48. If you'd rather ignore the man and head south to the Moonstone Hills, turn to 184. So we need to go to the
We need to go to the Moonstone Hills because that's where Maricom Yash told us to go.
Yeah, but if we go west, are we gonna find other stuff?
I still think we should go to the hills and then go to the Giants.
That's a good shout actually, because it might take us. Oh, go west to find the Iron Giants.
Yeah, it might fast track us there.
Yeah, so let's go to 184. I forgot about that. We would have got stomped by him.
Don't be getting stomped.
No. Listen to M. M is always right. I think if you watched our
Usually
previous
not.
4 parts,
What are you saying?
we had a few logical things where it's not turned out well.
No, not entirely my fault. After leaving Hamlin, you head south, and it doesn't take long to reach the foothills, where the terrain is rocky. The climb is gentle, and you're making good progress when you suddenly see a 10-meter wide whirl. We haven't been here. Oh no, we've gone the wrong way then.
No, I think it's because if you go through Marek-on-Myash, you exit from a different part of town.
I'm just gonna check which direction he told us to go in. He said... Oh, so it is Gorgon's tomb is in Moonstone Hills.
The right way. It's just that we left from a different part of the city.
Yeah.
Which is probably bad for us, I guess, but...
You're making good progress when you suddenly see a 10-meter wide whirlwind spinning furiously down the hill towards you, hurling dust and debris 100 meters into the air. You try to avoid it, but it is as though the dust devil is chasing you, and that is like an enemy, a dust devil.
Oh.
You are caught in the swirling updraft and flung into the air, spinning round like a top. You are suddenly jettisoned from the whirlwind and land headfirst on the rocks below. You do not... Fuck!
Yeah, I already read that.
What?
Yeah. Continue.
You do not survive the fall. You have failed to save Valencia. Your adventure is over.
So, the book doesn't account for you already knowing the way to go. So, we're going to have to go to Marek, basically.
But that means we can't buy the keys.
No, we still could have spoke to him. We still could have found him. We just decided to leave.
We could have asked where he is.
That was abrupt, yeah. It's because we figured that we'd just be able to go the right direction because we know where to go, but we have to actually go back to the city. So
right, I'm gonna have to backtrack now and find 10:390. Yeah, but that was a couple of shops before the clockmakers. Then we went to the clock shop. 202. We should really make...
Gotta go and do an eat, BRB. No worries, Dean.
Enjoy your
Thanks for
eat.
stopping by, and yeah, thanks for the sub and everything if you don't return after you're in a food coma.
Went into the junk shop. No, we didn't. We carried on walking. 278. Went to Blind Alley. 319. I need to just scroll down these pages, don't we? We inspected the body, 27. See, that's another thing we could have done differently and ended up somewhere else.
161.
161. 212.
We were just at 212, weren't we? Oh no, it's 202.
If only we knew. 259. Um, 23. We did a lot of pages.
Yeah. Going to the...
We went to, yeah, 397, nearly there. So we haven't gained or lost any stats.
Yeah. One thing that I think we will have to do is possibly take a big drink for telling them that we have the blue orchids, because we didn't buy them specifically because we thought we'd be able to just bypass that whole situation.
Okay, so we're at 46.
Yep.
Because this is after we leave the clockmaker. So we basically ask the clockmaker guy if he knows where Marek is.
What business do you have with Marek-on-Myash? So this is after you've asked him.
You need to read this out. That's where we are.
Oh, so you already turned to it. The clockmaker looks in the eye. Looks you in the eye and says, "What business do you have with Marek-on-Myash?" If you want to reply that you seek help to defeat the Iron Giants, turn to 133. If you want to reply that you have a gift for him, turn to 90.
Should we be honest?
133.
We were honest with the last guy and it worked.
Yeah, 133 then?
Yeah,
You're at 46 down there.
No, but I will. Is that a checkpoint?
Yes. Yeah, go on then. Checkpoint just in case we do need to tell him that we've got a gift for him or
You
something.
got a drink then. Ooh. What Iron Giants? The clockmaker asks, frowning. You tell him about the events which took place outside Firetop Mountain and how Higley told you that only Marikom Yash would know how to defeat the Iron Giants. The clockmaker looks shocked and says, "That is a terrifying tale. I wasn't going to tell you where Marek lived, but I will now. He lives right around the corner. Turn right out of my shop and walk down Dead End Alley. When you come to the end, you'll see a wooden ladder leaning against the wall. Use it to climb over the wall into the yard, where you will find Marek's little house. Good luck." You thank the clockmaker for his help and leave. Turn to 263.
You hurry down Dead End Alley to where it ends at a high wall. There is a ladder leaning against the right-hand wall. If you want to climb up the ladder, turn to 208. If you'd rather go back and turn left to continue walking up Hill Street, turn to 117. So 208, going up the ladder?
Yeah. When you reach the top of the ladder, you see another ladder on the other side of the wall and a small house in the cobblestone yard, surrounded by high brick walls. The yard is filled with rubbish, with rats scurrying about in search of food. There does not appear to be any other way of accessing the house other than by climbing over the wall. The house is a single-story building with a low timber roof, small windows and a large oak door. If you want to climb over the wall and knock on the door, turn to 309. If you'd rather go back and turn left, no, 309.
Let's do it.
Let's go, we're nearly there!
Not quite, we've still got a lot to go.
We have, but we might get there.
When you climb down the ladder and walk towards the house, you inadvertently kick a bottle which spins away noisily over the cobblestones. The front door of the house bursts open and a man wearing a hoodie cloak runs out brandishing a sword. You cannot see his eyes, but it is obvious that he is very angry. "Trespasser, you have 10 seconds to tell me why you are here, or else draw your sword and ready yourself for combat," he says coldly. "Will you attack him with your sword? Tell him Harold Hoggett told you to come. Tell him Binny Brogan told you to come. Tell him you are a friend who needs his help." Now, I think we went with the friend
Yeah, we
option.
did, and it worked out well, so
Let's
we
do
should.
that.
Yeah.
169.
And this is the
Yeah, I was
picture
about
of
to say.
Marek, which is an ace picture.
Yeah, very cool. Assassin's Creed style.
169. You smile at the hooded man and say, "Marikom Yash, I presume," and tell him that you've come as a friend to seek his advice and to help you save Alancia. He sneers at you and replies, "Why should I believe you? If you knew me, you would know that I no longer speak to anybody. But if you really are a close friend of mine, you will know how old my wife was when she died."
Oh, perfect.
I've
So we don't
written it
even
down.
need the Blue Orchid. That
No.
was to find out that information.
Answer me now. If you know what is best for you, I suggest you leave and don't come back. Was she 43?
40, I think it was like
Or 42?
41 plus 150 was like 190.
When she died?
Oh, have a look.
Oh yeah. If you know Marek's wife's age when she died, add 150 to the number and turn to
I'm going to
the
say
paragraph.
191, but let's look in the book
If
anyway.
you do not know her age, right, okay, so let's double check. Because on the last playthrough, we read the gravestones outside of Hamlin and Marek's wife and age.
41? 43, 41?
I thought it was 43. God, how many pages have we done?
Fair few. Right there.
Yes. 43.
43, so 43, what's that, 193?
I thought it was
43.
yes.
193 then?
Good memory, Steve. Yeah.
Marek nods slowly, contemplating, and you can see in his eyes that he is still suspicious of you. "I suppose you had better come in and tell me your story. Since Velma died, I've stopped seeing people, so it must be something important for you to come here." You follow Marek inside his house and sit down opposite him at the table, on which there is a bouquet of sunflowers. You take the crown out of your backpack and place it in front of him. "What is that?" he asks with a quizzical expression. You explain that it is all that is left of the crown of chaos after the warriors on the rim jumped off and rode the Iron Giants.
We laughed at this last time. I'm so childish.
He listens intently as you tell him about the fateful events which took place outside Firetop Mountain and how, in his dying breath, Higley told you to find Marek, who could tell you how to defeat the Iron Giants. Marek looks at you aghast and says, "I never thought the day would come when the Iron Giants would rise. The crown of chaos belonged to Zagor, the warlock of Firetop Mountain. He kept it in a secret place with a plan to unleash the giants and rule Alancia once he had developed the spell to control them. He never did, and the crown remained hidden inside Firetop Mountain until you found it. Toppling the iron giants will be virtually impossible unless you have the rust beetles to weaken them. Their saliva can eat through iron, enough for you to be able to sever the giant's limb with your sword. Rust beetles look like large scarab beetles, only they are fluorescent red in colour. The only place where they have been found is in the Gorgon tomb in the Moonstone Hills. Well, that was years ago. Rumour had it she is dead, but nobody really knows. You should leave now. I must visit my wife's grave later today, but I will catch up with you tomorrow. If you want to ask Marek if he can tell you anything else about the Gorgon's tomb, turn to 316. If you'd rather set off into the Moonstone Hills immediately, turn to 222.
We don't need to ask him because we wrote it down last time.
You might as well ask him just in case it takes you through a different page than 222.
Okay.
So 316.
Marek taps his forehead and says, "Forgive me, I should have told you where to find the Gorgon's tomb. Walk due south from Hamelin into the Moonstone Hills and look for the Coda Stone. It's a standing stone which looks like a huge column of rock. Ancient warriors placed it in front of the two cave entrances centuries ago. One of the caves leads to the Gorgon's tomb, although I don't know which one. I was told the shadow cast mid-afternoon by the standing stone will be in line with one of the cave entrances. You should enter that cave." In line. I saw that shadow. Yes, so we did go in the right one.
Yes.
Yeah. But beware, even if the Gorgon is dead, the deadly traps in the tunnels leading to her tomb might still be set, and some of her guardians and minions will probably still be alive. Always have your sword at the ready. You should leave Hamelin by the eastern gate and head south. I will join you tomorrow. I don't remember him joining us.
Well, probably later on.
Yeah.
We never got that far. We got killed earlier.
True.
So 222. So. You feel very fortunate to have met Marek Yash and learned how to defeat the Iron Giants. Add 2 luck points.
Yes.
Inspired by the meeting, you hurry back down Dead End Alley and turn left at the Clockmakers to walk up further up Hill Street. So maybe we still can do the
With Spider, we can.
So 103.
Add 2 luck.
Yeah.
Do we eat provisions as well?
Yeah, go on then. 8 to 10. Come on, work keyboard.
Excuse
And
me.
our provisions will go down to 5.
Are we definitely going to do this, lady?
Definitely doing it.
But we might not get anything.
All we're going to lose is stamina, isn't it?
You said that last time.
Yeah, but we have the spider oil this time.
When you get to the top of Hill Street, you see that it... Do you add stamina?
Yeah, 16 run.
Okay.
Our max is 19, so there's no point using another one.
You see that it continues downhill all the way to a gated stone archway which leads out of town. Most of the houses you see are in a poor state of repair. A door opens to a house with small, dirty windows on the right-hand side of the street. An old lady appears at the doorway, hunched over her walking stick. She is wearing a black scarf over her head and an old cardigan which is riddled with moth holes. We should have known she was evil. She had a black scarf over her head.
Yeah, it's like a funeral garb.
Yeah. As you walk past, she taps her walking stick.
Pretty sure we knew she was evil. We just would see what.
We were just hoping she wasn't. She taps her walking stick on the doorstep to get your attention and says in a frail voice, "Would you help an old lady move a cupboard? I'll give you a nice bowl of carrot soup for your
I think
trouble."
that's what Drew is in.
Yeah. If you want to help the old lady, turn to 179. If you'd rather ignore her and walk on, turn to 59.
Do it. Maybe you write 103
So
as a precaution.
even though I wrote "do not help the old lady" in capital letters,
Yeah.
we are now helping the old lady.
Yeah. So 103 just in case. The old lady smiles and says, "Thank you, that is very kind of you. Do come in. It's the cupboard over there against the wall. Could you please move it over to the opposite wall? Whilst you are doing that, I'll warm up your soup." The old lady disappears through a doorway into the kitchen, leaving you to drag the heavy cupboard across the floor. Suddenly, aware of somebody standing behind you, you turn around. Wearing the same clothes, the old lady is transformed into a young woman who is standing upright with an evil grin on her face. With her headscarf removed, you see that her hair is crawling with black spiders. She starts to laugh hysterically and the spiders crawl down her face and her open mouth and down her neck. She suddenly shakes her head rapidly from side to side, which sends the spiders flying everywhere, many of them landing on you. You've been tricked by a spider hag.
Tricked again!
If you possess and wish to drink spider oil, turn to 52. If you do not possess spider oil, turn to 147. Hopefully that doesn't turn us into a spider. So this is the crazy spider hag again. So awesome artwork once again.
Right, I'm gonna cross spider oil off our sheet.
Yep.
When we were consuming it.
Unless we have to go back.
Yeah.
So 10 to 52. Here we go. So this is fresh. This is new. And hopefully good.
You uncork the small bottle and gulp down the contents. The spiders start biting you all over, but the spider oil makes you immune to their poison.
Good.
You brush them off your body and draw your sword to fight the spider hag, who is brandishing two long knives.
How did she kill us last time?
The spiders poisoned us, I think, didn't they?
Oh, they took our skill down to like 5. That was it, I think.
Okay, spider hag. Oh shit, I need to get
This
up.
yeah. Our skill was literally about 5 at this point, I think, last time.
Yes. So, we were using the witch. Where's the witch gone? Witch.
Yes, it works. Okay. So, skill.
Her skill
7,
is 7, and her stamina is 6.
Okay, so this shouldn't be too bad this time around. Let's do it. Okay, our roll 22 for us.
Yep.
You can only get a 19, right?
7, 10. Yep, nice.
So Spider Hag is down to 4 stamina points. Okay, our roll again.
18? Is that right? Or I miscounted?
18, right? That's right.
You trust me?
10, 15.
Oh.
One last hit. We are wrecking the Spider Hag this time around.
I hope we get something.
Did she actually kill us last time?
Yeah.
No, she must have, because we didn't get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just decided not to go back down there.
17.
17 for us. Spider Hag.
Nice.
She's done. Nice and easy.
She's dead. So, where was she? Down here? Oh, that's a spider.
We got 2 in 1. Spider Hag.
Spider and a hag.
It'd be funny if it was like the opacity was down and they spliced into one picture.
If you win, turn to 294.
1 less each roll. Oh, what she did. If you win, turn to 294, so hopefully we get something good from this.
Our skill must have been really
I'm sure it was 5. We kept losing it. We got the scorpion bite, and then we picked up like the gauntlet, and our skill was really low last time. So,
We got greedy though.
yeah.
We did get really greedy.
A search of the Spider Hag's possessions yields 4 gold.
Ooh.
A black silk handkerchief.
Ooh.
Okay, so we start writing this down.
Black silk handkerchief.
Yep. A silver hairpin.
Oh, she's got lots of good shit.
And a silver ring with a spider's web etched on its face. So a silver spider ring.
Spider ring.
Which you recognize as being a very rare ring of entanglement. So maybe put in brackets, ring of entanglement. You take what you wish and leave the house to continue walking downhill to the stone archway, turn to 59. So 4 gold pieces.
Save that old hat. Yeah, we took her.
We ruined her.
We took her good.
We're doing relatively good. So 59. So I guess we're gonna be heading to the Gorgon's tomb now, but I mean the difference in this playthrough compared to last time is
I forgot about this guy.
is this the archer?
Yeah.
One of them.
There's I'll show you the picture first.
What was his name?
Dude. Don't know yet.
Say that.
No.
Hmm.
There is a small group of people at the end of the street who are heckling a long-haired man who's standing on a barrel. He has a weather-beaten face with a long beard and moustache and a toothpick sticking out the corner of his mouth. He's wearing animal skins and carries a longbow slung across his shoulders and a quiver of arrows on his belt. He's shouting at the crowd, trying to warn them that Hamelin is going to be attacked by iron giants. He looks exasperated and pleads with the crowd to listen to him, but the onlookers just heckle him even more. If you want to stop and speak to the man, turn to 190. Yes. This guy really helped us out, and I don't think he hindered us at all.
And I don't even think he even got to use his potential. We never actually got to use him properly, don't think.
No. Well, we sort of did.
No, he did actually, didn't he? He did something.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. Oh, I remember what he did.
Didn't he try and fight the golem and it just...
Yeah, but he drew his arrow at something which run off. I'm sure he did.
Yeah, it was on the entrance, wasn't it? Yeah. You move through the crowd to get a closer look at the man, who is getting more and more irritated. Listen to me, you fools. I've seen the Iron Giants with my own eyes. They're as tall as trees and cruel as demons. They have destroyed Stonebridge and now they are on their way to Hamlin. They might be slow, but they'll be here soon enough. The onlookers continue to laugh at the man, whose face is turning red out of frustration. Test your luck. If you are lucky, turn to 3 or 4. If you're unlucky, turn to 165. So...
Oh, only just.
9. So we are lucky, turn to 3 or 4.
You have to take one off as well.
Yeah. I'm sure our luck was getting down to like 6 at this point.
Yeah. Whilst listening to the man speak, you sense somebody's trying to open your backpack. You look around to see a young woman in a brown cloak run away up Hill Street. You decide it's not worth the effort to chase after her. The man on the barrel yells at the crowd, saying that he's had enough of the heckling. You're all going to get trampled on by gigantic iron feet, and you'll only have yourselves to blame. He curses them and jumps down from the barrel, shaking his head, stomps off, muttering under his breath. If you still want to speak to him, turn to 83. Yes, we do.
I've just had a thought. I think once we get into this Gorgon tomb or like somewhere really important, I bet there's going to be 6 chests to open in this one treasure trove, and we don't have all the keys because we didn't buy them.
No, don't say that.
Just a thought.
Why would you say that? Have you been reading ahead?
Oh, it literally just came to me.
If that happens, you've been reading ahead.
I haven't. So you've already read this one, haven't you? So 83.
Oh, what's his name?
He'll tell us now, I think. You tap the man on the shoulder and tell him that you believe his story about the Iron Giants. I'm glad somebody believes me, he says, slowly calming down. I know I exaggerate when I talk about my adventures, but not today. I watched 4 Iron Giants flatten Stonebridge, and now they are headed this way, destroying everything in their path. I rode here as soon as I could warn everybody. But nobody wants to know. These fools are going to be sorry they didn't listen to me. Anyway, it's good to meet you. My name is Willard Honk. Oh, it's Goose.
Goose, yeah.
But you can call me Goose. Most of my friends do on account of my surname. It's hard to argue with that, and it's fine with me. I'm a ranger with a longbow and a long nose. I've been hunting, fishing, tracking, and scouting my whole life. What's your story? If you want to tell the ranger about your quest to take down the Iron Giants, turn to 249. If you do not want to tell him about your quest and leave Hamlin, turn to 270. So 249 will tell him our story.
You tell Goose that you are shocked to hear that Stonebridge has been destroyed and tell him everything that's happened to you since the Iron Giants rose up outside the entrance to Firetop Mountain. You explain that you are now on a mission to find rust beetles in the Gorgon's tomb before facing the Iron Giants. His eyes widen at the mention of the Gorgon's tomb. Let me come with you. I'm the best archer in Alancia, and you are going to need a ranger like me to help you find the tomb. If you want to invite Goose to join you, turn to 353.
Nice.
We do, because we love Goose.
Kernoir, what's up?
Hey, Goa!
353. Wonderful, let's shake on it, my friend. I won't let you down, Goose says cheerfully. Thrusting his hand into yours, you leave Hamlin and head due south with Goose talking non-stop about the Iron Giants. It doesn't take long to reach the rocky foothills. You have hardly begun to climb when suddenly, without warning, a band of small green-skinned creatures come running down the hill towards you armed with spears. They are no more than a meter high and have large heads with long pointed ears. They are pixies and quickly have you surrounded. With a stern expression on his face, their leader steps forward to speak. We are the Pixie Hill Bandits. Give us all your gold, he says menacingly. If you want to hand over your gold to the Pixies, turn to 30. If you want to draw your sword and fight them, turn to 321. So we didn't have any gold, so we just fought them. So 3, 2, 1. And this is where it came in handy, wasn't it?
Yeah. This is only one of the times it came in handy. You want to read that? I'm going to go for a toilet.
Whoa. Give me a second to compose my bird. Standing side by side with Goose, you draw your sword while he notches an arrow to his bow. The pixies look nervously at each other and suddenly turn and run back to the hill. Goose bursts out laughing and mocks the cowardly pixies. Add 1 luck point, so I'll do that real quick. Taking us back up to 10, so yeah, we're doing very well stat-wise at the moment. You decide not to waste any time chasing the pixies and carry on south, with the incline gradually getting steeper as you climb higher into the Moonstone Hills. Ahead you see many large boulders which partially conceal a huge high back throne which has been made from slabs of roughly cut stone. It stands in the middle of the circle of stones, which is filled with the pebbles laid out symmetrically and a sunburst pattern. I'm not certain, but that looks like the throne of the stone golem, Goose says, walking around it. They say it gives power to those who dare sit on it. If you want to sit on the throne, turn to 339. If you want to keep walking, turn to 11. So we sat on it last time, and I think we did maybe even get like a skill point or a luck point.
We got good perks, but I think something happened afterwards.
We had to fight it, but I think we can take them on even easier than last time.
Yeah, no, I think it's because we rolled a bad luck roll.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, 339 then. Let's sit on the throne of dares.
We're sitting on it.
I'm sitting on that throne. It just seems a waste when you have 12 skill points, and if it's a skill rise, then...
Yeah, but we can lose skill points, don't forget.
Yeah, but I kind of would like to lose one
yeah.
at a risk and then gain it again.
You walk slowly across the circle of pebbles and sit down on the enormous stone seat. You feel a warm glow rising from the throne, which energizes you as it pulsates through your body. Add 1 skill point
There you go, you see.
and add 3 stamina points.
But that gets us back up to our base score of 19.
Was it 19 or was it 18?
I think it was 19 this time around.
Let me double check.
I'm feeling it was 19.
It is 19. Nice, okay. You stand up, and as you walk back across the circle of stones, you inadvertently send out one of the pebbles, flying with your foot. Test your luck.
Were we lucky here or unlucky?
We were unlucky.
Okay.
If you're lucky, 10 to 140. If you're unlucky, 10 to 229. Oh, nice. For that, snake eye.
Beautiful.
140. So hopefully we don't wake up the Iron Giant.
Did we get unlucky last time?
Yeah.
The pebble lands harmlessly. Oh, that was it. The pebble flew off and turned into the golem. The pebble lands harmlessly on top of the other pebbles, and you set off again feeling full of energy. Turn to page 11.
Nice. Easy.
Do you guys play games like Visage and Madison? We haven't played Madison. We actually did
Visage.
Yeah, we did a full playthrough of Visage. It's up on my YouTube channel. We had a blast playing that. It's one of the best horror games we've played in a long time.
It's Madison.
Madison's a similar type of game where you have a camera. We haven't got that one yet, but I think it's definitely on the cards.
You push on into the hills with Goose keeping you entertained, recounting his many adventures. The trek is thirsty and tiring work leaves 2 stamina points.
Oh, come on, Goose.
Occasionally, a bird of prey glides by overhead, squawking loudly. At one point, Goose gets very excited when he sees a Pegasus high in the sky swoop down over you before flying off west. The hours pass and it's mid-afternoon by the time you finally arrive by the entrance to the 2 caves. I think you need to deduct a luck point still.
Yes, I do.
There is a column of rock at least 4 meters high in front of the caves. You notice that the shadow cast by the standing stone column points towards the entrance to the cave on the right. Goose looks at you and says, "Which cave shall we enter?" So we want to enter the cave on our right, which is the cave Marikonyash told us to go into.
Is that definitely right? Yeah.
Yeah, let me just check. You notice the shadow cast. Yeah. So we want to go onto the cave on our right, 10 to 368.
Okay. I was trying to find the Visage playlist, but I can't find it.
Puzzles in those games are quite complicated.
Yeah, they were.
Were they?
Yeah, it was where you have to go inside the basement and run around and.
I remember putting pictures on a wall.
The one way to use there's like a corridor in a square with a room in the middle that you couldn't get into.
Yes.
I can't remember what we did. It was something to do with clock faces as well.
Yeah, I do remember that.
There was when you got into the room, there's like a baby's pram with a radio, and yeah, it was tough.
Yeah, it was.
But we got through it in the end. But yeah, if you do want to check it out, it is on the channel and see how much we suffered because it was tough. I'm not gonna lie.
Which one did you prefer, Kenwa, if you've played them both?
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that Visage is better, but
we haven't played the other one yet.
I know, but from what I've seen, it doesn't look as good as Visage, but it does look good. What was it? 368? Yeah, it's gotta be. You peer into the gloomy cave and see it has a very high ceiling. Inside, the air is cool, but it has a stale, musty smell. You see a half-open door at the back of the cave and walk towards it. It's a bit dark in here, says Goose. Well, not to worry, I've brought fire torches with me. He lights the torches, which flood the cave with a warm light. He hands a torch to you, and looking up, you see hundreds of large bats hanging upside down from the roof of the cave. Well, they are not ordinary bats, they are vampire bats, which you've woken by the light of the burning torches. The whole colony takes flight, filling the cave with high-pitched screeching as the bats swoop down to suck your blood. You run towards the door. Go on. You run towards the door, back to the back of the cave as fast as you can, trying to fend off the bats with your sword. Roll 2 dice. If the total is the same or less than your skill score, turn to 115. So we're going to be lucky here. So
Is it skill?
Yeah. If the total of the same is less than your skill score, turn to 115. I watch Emma Little Duck. She plays games like that. I haven't played myself, but she's quite a smart girl and still need internet help. Yeah, I think there was one point where we were in like a hospital and we were just missing a pathway because it was hidden behind a wooden block or something like that. It was hidden behind a wooden panel. And I think that was the part where we got stuck the most. But I think we did have a quick look at some help in that because it was really tough. I like to play horror games with lights off, curtains drawn, headphones on. I call it real man.
No, I can't do that.
I would love to do that, but I suppose we tend to play a lot of them together, and we do play with headphones, but we have like one headphone and 3/4 of headphones, so we can still hear each other. But
I don't know how you play VR horror games.
I absolutely love it.
I get scared so easily. I love being scared. I absolutely love it, but I get scared really easily.
Yeah. I think that's what I'm going to do. Once we finish this playthrough, we're going to start the new Steve Jackson one as well, but I want to get back into playing some more horror games. Yeah. It's been a long time.
You just managed to escape from the vampire bats by diving through the narrow opening of the doorway and slamming the door shut behind you. Relieved not to have been bitten by the bats, you stand up and set off down a narrow twisting tunnel. I think we got bit last time.
Did we?
I think so.
Maybe we did.
Turn to 256.
RE7 in VR is next level. I've never played it. One thing I'm hoping is that the PSVR 2 is backwards compatible with all the old games when that comes out, and I can play that because I was waiting for the PC version to come out. But what horror games do you like playing then, Stephen? Play with the lights off is not a terrible idea. I know a streamer from my country might have to stop because he can't afford the energy bills anymore. No. Stop streaming completely.
That sucks.
It could happen to us in 6 months, I'm not going to lie. Yeah. With the rate that things are going up. 2 to 256.
That's horrible, though.
Yeah. Well, it depends if they're a full-time streamer or not, I guess. In the gloom of the tunnel, you do not notice a tripwire that spans the width of the passageway at ankle height. You inadvertently trip over and trigger a trap. Test your luck. If you're lucky, turn to 13. If you're unlucky, turn to 108. So... he has 3 monitors and 5 lamps when he streams.
I mean, he could strip it back a little bit, and I'm sure it'd still be decent quality.
Yeah, I mean, I am using mains powered lights here, but before that, I used to use battery powered ones, which you could just charge with a power bank. And 3 monitors isn't necessary. I have 2, and honestly, this isn't a super ultra wide one, so I could do everything on this one screen if I really wanted to. I like all the classic Resi games and Silent Hill, just put Tormented Souls. Yeah, we're big fans of all of those, and actually Tormented Souls is one of the games I was probably going to start next on the streaming channel. So,
and I really want to play through all the Silent Hills.
Yeah, I need to play through them again as well, so that will happen at some point soon. So this is all.
8, just yes. Okay, take one off the look. If you're lucky, turn to 13.
Hopefully regain some luck points soon, or else we might have to start using the lucky
button.
Clover.
At least we still have it this time.
Yeah, we sold it because someone robbed us, didn't we?
Yeah.
At the Entertainers. Which is your favourite of the classic Resi games, though, Stephen? That's the question. What page?
13.
6 darts are released from small holes in the tunnel wall, but miraculously, none of them hit you. That was a bit too close for comfort, Goose says, exhaling sharply as you walk on, turn to 194.
So close to where we were.
We're getting there, and we should have enough to get through.
It's not long before you arrive at a four-way junction.
Right.
What did we do? Do you remember? I think I made a map actually.
Yeah, I think left was what took us to where the boulder was.
Yes.
And I think we might.
And then
have
it
to
was
go
dead end, wasn't it?
No, I don't think it was.
I think it was.
We went right, and I don't know what.
Yeah, it was a dead end. I've written X at the end of the tunnel. There's nothing there.
Okay.
If you want to follow the left-hand tunnel, so no, we don't want to do that. If you want to go down the right-hand tunnel, turn to 38.
What does that say?
I've written we need earwax.
Oh, so that'll take us to the demon, I think.
Yeah, if you want to carry straight on into the tunnel, turn to 286, which I've put that we need a gold key for the Gorgon door or a picklock. So we also have that.
Yeah.
But should we... do you want to go down and use the earwax? Should we checkpoint it?
Yeah, let's do a checkpoint. Either RE3 on PSX or remake on GameCube. Yeah, the
I love the RE remake.
Resident Evil remake is
Yes, top tier.
it's tied with Bloodborne as my favourite game.
Yes.
You need to do a full
Bloodborne is-
playthrough.
Yeah, I never actually finished it. Turn to 38. So we're going down the right-hand tunnel.
Yes, which is where the demon thing is.
Why did we need earwax
For the demon.
Was
So
it
we can
earwax
hear, maybe he
demon?
was screeching at us or something. What earwax was it? Goblin earwax?
Yes.
You walk along the tunnel talking about the Iron Giants when Goose stops in his tracks and says, "Listen, can you hear that howling?" You cup your ear and hear faint howls coming from a long way away. They get louder and louder, and whoever is making them is clearly coming your way, and fast. If you want to run back to the junction and cross over to the tunnel opposite, turn to 236. If you want to run back down the tunnel and turn right at the junction, turn to 286. What would that be? Going straight? God, oh no, didn't we? And we never tried straight because I think we died.
I don't remember standing our ground either, though. Where would we have stood our ground? We feeling exceptionally ballsy.
Probably. If you want to stand your ground, should we stand our ground?
Yeah, because we have earwax.
Yeah. If hopefully that's right. Okay, 149.
Watch us be completely in the wrong place.
It's going to be a train track, and we're going to absolutely smash.
Here we go. This is
was it.
we did stand our ground last time. Stupidly, we could have probably got out of this situation.
Yeah, but I think we need to go past him to get to the key.
No, we don't. We just go straight ahead. Goose notches his bow, and you draw your sword in readiness. The spine-chilling screeches get louder and are deafening by the time the hideous creature comes into view. Flying towards you at speed is a screaming demon, a huge ghost-like undead creature which almost fills the passageway with its billowing grey shroud. It has an enormous head with a gaping mouth and small white eyes. It has long tendrils for arms which uncoil as it bears down on you. Goose fires off several arrows which fly harmlessly straight through the demon. It suddenly stops less than a metre away from you, hovering on the spot, and lets out a high-pitched scream which is so painful that you drop to your knees, covering your ears with your hands. Goose's face is contorted with pain, but you see he's trying to speak to you. "Earwax," he screams. "Do you have any goblin earwax?" If you possess a jar of goblin earwax, which we do, turn to 345.
Here we go. So, we never had this option last time. We must have fought it last time to get to the room with
We said we didn't have earwax, and I think...
Oh, and it said we
I
couldn't
don't
go.
know, actually.
I thought we got to the door with the gold key, which was
Yeah,
after.
we did. We must have drunk and backtracked.
Here we go.
Here we
Good
go.
fun. The fun game is strong. So, do you have any gold goblin earwax? If you possess goblin earwax, turn to 345. So, here we go.
Shove it in.
The pain in your head is unbearable, and all you can do is uncork the small jar labeled goblin earwax. You drink it, and you die immediately. Goose points at his ears, nodding manically. You scoop a lump of the wax from the jar, and with your finger, press it into both ears, which immediately blocks out all sounds. Everything is suddenly silent. You toss the jar over to... it's a really bad time to be Stevie Wonder now, isn't it? Because you can't see now you don't hear. Everything is suddenly silent. You toss the jar over to Goose and stand up face the demon with its gaping mouth still uttering a manic scream. Its flailing tendrils appear to be the only vulnerable part of its body, and you decide to try and sever them with your sword. Ooh.
Oh no! What?
Hold on. Do you know what sword we picked up?
The demon's sword.
Really?
It was, I'll tell you in a second because I've written it down. We have the dragon sword.
Oh, okay.
No,
So
I'm gonna
you
die.
have to fight a screaming demon. Actually, no, it doesn't actually make a difference.
Okay.
So if you're fighting with a demon sword, add 2 to your attack strength. If you win, turn to 2, 6, 7. So we already have skill 12. So I think it was an instant death. Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun. What are we fighting? Screaming demon. What would he look like? What about
A war pig.
we don't have any sort of demons. We were shit. Does this come up with that picture or not?
Press it and see.
No! You fool.
Cyclops? No. Assassin?
Hang on.
For the record, we've actually filled up all
This
of
will
the...
do.
Yeah, we've actually filled up all of the stream deck pictures, so we can't have any more. So, to be fair, we could just, like, leave ones off. We're not going to fight. Right, then.
He doesn't have tendrils, but imagine he has tendrils.
Yeah, imagine he has, like, 7 limbs of tendrils.
His skill is 10 and his stamina is 6. That's not bad. We can do that. Easy.
All dependent on the situation. I think we were like, oh, no. No, we actually didn't even get to fight him because he killed us with the...
Yeah, here we go. We can do that. Easy. Let's go.
Let's do it. Okay. Our roll.
What the fuck?
Go on.
18.
No.
Yes.
Yes, it is, yeah.
18 versus...
14, 15, 18.
18! Oh,
Stalemate.
okay.
Our roll.
17.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay, so we did damage.
Yes.
Screaming Demon is down to 4 stamina points. Okay, our roll.
21.
21 for us. Enemy roll.
Ooh.
15.
19.
19, so he's down to 2.
Screaming Demon ain't shit.
He ain't shit until we get to this final roll and we roll ones and he rolls double sixes.
18.
18 for us.
Oh, 16. Nice, he's dead.
Rest in peace, Screaming Demon.
What picture was he?
Cyclops, top right.
Nice.
Oh, here we go. Oh, is it your turn?
My turn. You hold your horses.
I'm eager to find out what happens.
7. This is the furthest we've ever been in this book. Ooh. Thick green liquid squirts out of the demon's tendrils as it writhes around on the floor in its death throes. You do not stay to watch its final moments. Why?
Yeah, like stab it in the head like 10 times.
You do not stay to... That's like horror 101. You would...
Sorry, if there's a fucking test your luck where his tendril strikes us down Gandalf style.
That's what's going on.
Go on.
You do not stay to watch its final moments and stride off down the tunnel with Goose alongside you poking his ears, frantically trying to remove the goblin earwax.
Goose is going to get Gandalf.
It stinks, he shouts, grimacing. The tunnel finally comes to a dead end where there is a large throne made of stone set against the wall. It has arms carved in the shape of the demon's tendrils. If you want to sit on the demon's throne, turn to 370. If you want to go back to the junction and walk down the tunnel directly opposite, turn to 80. If you want to walk back to the junction, turn right. Do we sit on it?
I think I'm going to have to checkpoint just to see, because...
Another checkpoint.
I think so. We've come so far.
But the thing is, something good's got to happen, because we've come this far, used an item, and not gained anything.
What's the worst that can happen? We sit on the throne, we become a demon.
And we get thick green tendrils.
Yeah.
Right. 267? 370? Sit on it?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Take a drink as well. We are running low, I think, actually. 370.
Yeah. Oh, we're on 1 hour 20-ish.
That ain't right.
What page?
370.
You sure?
Okay. I don't know what I was on there, but it didn't seem right. It's like a man approaches you and asks you a question.
Oh.
Sit on the throne and turn to the dark side. Yes, that's what we want. We want to go full on dark.
Oh, that's what you were reading then.
You hear a faint click as soon as you sit on the... You did write down the previous page, didn't you?
Yes.
You hear a faint click as soon as you sit down on the throne. It begins to rotate along with the section of the wall it is attached to. The throne continues to rotate, and you see another tunnel through the opening in the wall. If you want to stay seated on the throne, turn to 389. If you want to jump off the throne, turn to 177.
So we're spinning, and we see a secret tunnel. So we could either jump off and go down the secret tunnel, or stay on and go back where it's safe, back into the room. So we've not gained anything unless we go down the secret tunnel.
Let's go down the secret tunnel, 389.
I just hope we can still fight the thingy.
We've got the scarab, we got the, what's it called, the demon necklace thing.
Yes. Demon necklace?
Snake-headed
Golden
necklace.
snake's head amulet.
Amulet, that's the one.
You yell at Goose to jump on the revolving throne. He leaps onto it, holding on as it rotates before coming to a stop.
He's like jumping on
He's
your
going,
face.
"Ah!"
He's got his penis in your face, right?
Is he?
Yeah, he's jumped onto the chair and he's holding on for dear life.
Has he got clothes on?
It was never explained, so
Is he wearing a
I'm
loincloth?
pretty sure he's wearing a loincloth.
Oh, he leaps onto it, holding on as it
And he just bite his leather loincloth.
rotates before coming to a stop in a new tunnel, which is lit by luminous crystals on the ceiling. The tunnel is very narrow, and you are forced to walk along it single file. It twists and turns, and you lose your sense of direction. At one point, you pass a human skeleton wearing armor. Oh, meantime, I'm going to play some play.
No worries, Dean. Thanks for stopping by.
Enjoy, Fall
Thanks for
Guys.
the cheers and the sub. Really appreciate it, dude.
Fall
And
Guys.
enjoy, and we can try and play some Destiny some point over the weekend.
At one point, you pass a human skeleton wearing armor. It is chained to the wall with a sign above it which says "Eat me" in Orcish. It looks like somebody did, Geese says half-jokingly. Lying on the floor next to the skeleton, there is a shield made of polished steel. You can see your face in the reflection. You decide to take the shield, telling Goose that you don't think its previous owner would mind. Add 1 to your attack strength, which we can't.
Let's count it as a blessing that we're already stacked. But eat me, was that from an orc? We have orcish.
Yeah, so there's an orcish note saying "Eat me."
Did we actually buy everything from that thing?
No.
Oh, did
I
we
don't
buy?
think we bought the snow.
Oh no.
No, we didn't buy the snow.
Uh-oh.
Never mind. So, do I need to note down the shield, or is there no point?
No. Well, yeah, write it down anyway. No,
No, there's no point.
Okay.
You press on until you come to the end of the tunnel, where you see... I'm going to write it down, because I'm paranoid now.
Go on then.
Shiny, just because it's shiny.
Yeah.
Shiny shield.
You gotta keep the shiny, just get rid of the energy card.
If it didn't say shiny, I wouldn't have written it down. You press on until you come to the end of the tunnel, where you see a 3x3 boxed grid carved into the rock wall, with each box containing a number. Okay, so this looks like our first proper puzzle, perhaps.
And you know how badly it did when we had to do a riddle, so...
Okay, here you go. You
Let's have a
ready?
look,
How
have a look.
drunk are you?
Pretty.
There is a rhyme inscribed in the rock below the numbers, which reads up, down, left, right, say the number, see the light.
What's next?
If you know the number, turn to that paragraph number now. If you do not know the number, turn to 2
So it's
through
guesswork,
8.
right?
Right. Up, down.
Let's assume we're starting from 1, just as a guess for now. So basically, you've seen the numbers. I don't know if you actually saw them all, but it's all in a random jumble. It goes up to 9. There's 3 rows, 3 columns, 1 to 9 in different order. So
Thing is, no matter what number we pick, you're gonna end up on that same number.
depends where you start from, though, doesn't it?
No. Up, down, left, right, say the number. Up, down, left, right, say the number. You're always gonna...
Well, it can't be 1 then, can it?
Why not?
Because we start on page 1. Let's have a look at this.
Start again. I feel like we need Steve's brain.
You press on until you come to the end of a tunnel where you see a 3x3 box grid carved into the rock wall, with each box containing a number.
But where do you start? Up, down, left, right. Up, down.
It's the starting. You need the starting point.
Yeah, but what's the starting point? Do we?
What's it mean? See the light.
Should we go back? Maybe we got it from. Maybe we get the answer from somewhere in the tomb.
Why was there an option to go anywhere?
No, but we can go the other way and fight the. What page was it again, Steve? It's page 39. No, it's not.
389. I think.
Yeah, 389. I feel like we've got to. I feel like this isn't something we can.
Eat me in Orcish.
No, I feel like. Is this the one that had weird letters at the back? No. That was a different book. It was a different book. Right, okay. I feel like this isn't something you can work out, and it's something that we must have had a hint. Maybe? I don't know, that'd be way too easy though, because if I'm reading it like that, it's gotta be the number whatever number you pick.
Let's say you start on 5, so up, down, left, right.
So you end up on 5.
So it's age 1 to 9 basically is the answer.
No, it might be wrong. So is it a 3-digit number?
We're thinking going back to the start, aren't we? So up, down, left, right.
No, I feel like there's got to be more of a clue on this.
Or are you combining the numbers? That is a good shout, actually. No. Up, down.
Or is it a 3-digit number? So it's like up, down, and then left.
So that'd be up, down, 1, left, right, 1.
138. Start on 1, and then you go up, down, left, right. No, that's not right. I feel like
See the light.
see the number, see the light. Did any of the numbers rhyme with the colour of light? Oh, we're gonna be here all day.
Well, we can say we do not know the number.
We don't know the number. 238. Should we go back?
Right, 289, and as well as a new number, just in case we do have to go back. But we can.
389.
I mean, it's only 9 numbers.
I'll put 389 box riddle.
Yep.
So let's go back.
This might not even be crucial. This might just be for like a chest.
Yeah, I know.
238. Ugh.
Yeah, I know, but at least we can get back here.
But where have we had anyone speak about numbers or a clue?
No, it might be in this cave somewhere.
Oh!
Did you read that?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
Read the last line, so we're.
When did you read the last line? When did you do it?
I don't know what happens. Go on, read it. We're gonna have to go back to.
The hours pass as you shout out random numbers, but to no avail. Goose gets frustrated and starts firing arrows at the numbers on the wall, but the arrows simply break on impact. You tell him you have no option but to walk back to the stone throne. When you reach the other end of the tunnel, you are alarmed to see a blank stone wall. The throne is no longer there, it has swung back into the other tunnel. You realise with horror that you were trapped inside the tunnel and there is no way to escape.
Right.
Your adventure is over!
Right, what we're going to do here is then we're going to make guesses and we're going to finish our drinks.
We can't make guesses. This could literally be any combination of any numbers in the book. We can't. It could be anything because we don't know the answer. So we're going to have to go back to a previous checkpoint.
Have we got a checkpoint in the cave before we went down here
I
then?
think so.
We will have, because we did it as soon as we got in there, didn't we? So after the Wraith, go to the Wraith.
We didn't fight a wraith.
The demon.
Okay, so if you want to sit on the demon's throne, turn to 370. So no, let's go back to the junction.
Okay, 286.
Did we pick up anything? No.
286?
No, let me read it. 267. So if you want to go back to the junction and walk down the tunnel directly opposite, turn to 80. If you want to walk back to the junction and turn right, so I think we want to do that, 286.
Okay, 286.
Because then I think that'll go to the straight ahead option.
Which I think we tried as well. You enter it. No, this is where the door is.
Yeah.
Okay.
With the picklock.
That's what happened. The demon kills and we went back and started.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. You enter a new tunnel and keep walking until you come to a wooden lever, which is protruding from a slot in the right-hand wall. Beyond the lever, there is a row of dragon heads carved in stone lining both sides of the tunnel wall. Their mouths are hanging open and plumes of smoke are drifting out of their nostrils. If you want to pull down on the lever, turn to 170. If you'd rather walk on without touching the lever, turn to 335. So we did it last time.
did.
Yeah, we used it was a luck roll, so 170.
So we're going to do it.
Yeah. Because we've got the pick lock, so we might as well see what's in the key in the door.
You grip the lever and begin to pull down on it slowly. You hear a sound like stone grating on stone, followed by a soft hissing sound like gas escaping. There is a sudden whooshing sound as flames shoot out of the dragon's mouths. The flames die down before shooting out again a few seconds later. Fire continues to belch out of the dragon's mouths at intermittent intervals. If you want to push the lever back up, turn to page 2. If you want the chance running past the fire-breathing dragon heads, turn to 210.
Let's do that.
Think he didn't die, did he?
No, he's still with us. With Goose by your side, you stand by the first dragon's head and wait for the next burst of flames. As soon as the flames die down, you run as fast as you can down the tunnel. Oh, if you're wearing elven boots...
No, you're not wearing elven boots.
If you're not wearing elven boots, turn to 328.
Where do you find elven boots?
I have no idea. Maybe in the other part of Hamlin.
Maybe you come back to this tomb later. Test your luck. If you're lucky, turn to 351. If you're unlucky, turn to 224. Come on, please be less than 8. Oh, yes!
Beautiful.
Do you want to take a look off?
Yes. You turn to the page.
351. What time are we on? Oh, no!
351?
Yeah.
You run as fast as you can past the dragon heads, passing the last one just as flames shoot out of them. Again, luckily you only suffer minor burns, lose 2 stamina points. Goose gets past them without being harmed, although he has to dive down headfirst and slide past the dragons at the end of the row to avoid being burned. He picks himself up and says, I learned that to slide like that playing baseball in Port Blacksand. Not bad, hey, for an old man. You clap insincerely, grinning and carry on walking up the tunnel, turn to 276.
Nice. Lose 2 stamina points. I really don't want to end because we're so close to where we got to. Okay, here we go. You soon arrive at a pit.
Oh, the zombies. Oh, God. We need to do a shortcut on this so we have a lot of them.
You soon arrive at a pit. We've got the zombie ring.
Oh, yeah.
Which spans the tunnel. Goose drops a stone into the dark depths of the pit, and it takes a few seconds for it to hit the bottom. The pit is not very wide across, and with a running jump, you are both able to jump over it with ease. You walk on and become aware of sickly gurgling sounds echoing down the tunnel. It's not long before you arrive at an iron-barred door which has a key in the lock. On the other side of the door, you see undead creatures with pallid faces and rotting flesh pressed against the bars, their skeletal arms reaching through, most with broken bones and missing fingers. You have arrived at a cave full of zombies who are raging with anger. If you're wearing a ring of the zombies, turn to 66. If you do not possess it, I've just had a horrible feeling. Like, what if the ring protects us but not Goose?
It probably will happen. We will see.
But can't we make Goose survive if we fight the zombies?
Well, we'll see what happens.
Okay. Sorry.
We can share the ring. We can squeeze our pinkies into it.
Yeah, we can both slip the ring on together.
Okay, right. You tap the ring twice, which creates an immediate illusion of you looking like a zombie with rotten flesh and open wounds. Goose jumps back and draws his axe. You reassure him that you have not actually turned into a zombie despite looking like one. You could have fooled me, you look hideous, he says, kind of spooked. You tell Goose that you are going to open the door and release the zombie so that he will have to be the bait to draw them out of the cave. You tell him to run back to the pit and jump over it in the hope that the zombies will fall down the pit, giving chase. With your plan in place, you turn the key and open the door. The zombies burst through, ignoring you as one of them, and lurch towards Goose, who turns to run. In his haste to get away, he trips over his own feet and stumbles. You stick your leg out to trip up the leading zombie to give Goose a moment to recover. Test your luck. If you're lucky, this could be a potential drink. Yeah.
It's going down. Oh no! I'm sorry. I'll reroll. And drink.
Do it.
Yeah?
Yes.
Okay.
So you've got to get a 2.
What?
Goose needs to survive.
I'm gonna get 2. I'm gonna get 1.
Nice. If you're lucky, turn to 282. Goose is amongst the living.
I hope so. Your foot catches the leading zombie's leg, which sends it crashing to the ground. The ones behind are forced to scramble over the flailing zombie, which gives Goose just enough time to stand up and jump over the pit. Safely on the other side, he calls out to the chasing pack, who lurch after him with outstretched arms. One by one, they tumble down into the pit, oblivious to the danger. Goose cheers when the last one stumbles over the edge. He says he's relieved to see you looking your normal human self again.
Watch him jump over and fall down the pit.
Jumps back over the pit to join you. You enter the zombie cave, which smells so disgusting that you are forced to hold your nose. We didn't find anything, did we?
No, we could have fought them and kept a luck point.
Yeah, but we might have lost other things.
True.
If you want to search the cave, turn to 163. If you want to open the iron barred door at the back of the cave, turn to 383.
Did we search it?
Yeah, we searched it, and then we searched it again, and there was nothing. Was there? I feel like there was nothing.
There was clothes with leeches on them.
Yeah, no, there was nothing useful.
Okay, so 383. You see a key in the lock on the other side of the door and reach through the iron bars to unlock it. The tunnel continues straight on for some distance, gradually getting narrower until you finally arrive at a bronze door which is covered in cobwebs and looks as though it hasn't been opened for years. You brush away the cobwebs and see that the door has a central panel bearing the head of a gorgon inlaid with gold. She has an evil piercing stare and writhing snakes on her head. When you try and open the door, you see that the lock is also made of gold. You have a gold key, turn to the number engraved on it. If you do not have a gold key, turn to 288.
Oh no.
We're going to have to try, I think. Yeah, this has got to be an option.
Look. Goose asks if you have a picklock. If you do own a picklock, turn to 326. If you do not own a picklock, turn to 326. Come on, please. This is where we
This is going to be a roll.
went back. This is going to be a drink, I think.
Goose clasps his hand and says, "Wonderful, please give it to me."
Yeah,
I've had a lot of experience opening locked doors without a key. You watch him poke the picklock into the keyhole, listening intently. If he would have died, we would have not had him to do it.
Oh
no! Listening intently whilst turning it from side to side, you hear a sharp click as the lock turns. Goose looks pleased with himself, but his face quickly turns sour when he discovers that the picklock is broken inside the lock and now useless. You shrug your shoulders to say it doesn't matter and draw your sword, pointing at the door to gesture you are going in.
Did he open it?
I don't know.
He must have opened it. Oh my god, don't do that.
131.
Yes, okay. Let's get rid of the picklock because it's broken.
No, wait, we might die in the next page.
Yeah, but then we need to do this whole playthrough again.
Yeah?
Yeah. Gonna have to. Where's my picklock at?
You might as well just wait until we read the next page.
No, because then I'll forget to cross it off. And that's cheating.
Oh, yeah.
131.
Oh, I see a picture.
This is the picture we are faced with. I hope it's relevant for what I'm about to read.
Oh, that's not quite what I...
That's not a gorgon.
I was expecting a full-on Medusa.
You push the bronze door open and enter a plush chamber with polished black marble floor and white stone walls, lavishly decorated with battle scenes of armed snake men and women attacking an elven village.
Nice.
There are floor-to-ceiling stone columns carved in the shape of writhing snakes. Oh, so that's just a column, that's not actual snakes. and opulent furniture made of white marble. Every flat surface in the chamber is covered with burning white candles set in golden candlesticks. As you take in the magnificence of the chamber, the door slams shut behind you. You hear hissing sounds, and suddenly a 10-meter-long snake with two enormous heads and a black-yellow scale appears from behind a stone sarcophagus.
We bought the snake oil, did we? No, I don't think we did.
I don't think we did. Oh, we don't have the snake sword either.
Uh-oh.
Long forked tongues dart in and out of its mouth as it slithers towards you. By the hammer of Gillibrand, it's Kobrax, shouts Goose. One bite from the Snake Lord and you are dead meat. So this is the Snake Lord.
Oh no.
Goose fires off an arrow which thuds into the Snake Lord's body, but before he has time to fire again, the Snake Lord rears up to strike you.
Read the rest of it first.
If you are fighting with a serpent sword, add 2 to your attack, which we couldn't do anyway. Yeah. Goose's arrows will reduce the Snake Lord's stamina by 1 point each attack round.
So we take
3 off.
3, 6, 9. So we only need 4 rounds.
If you win, but lose 1 or more attack rounds, turn to 145. If you win, but do not lose any attack rounds, turn to 57. Okay, come on.
Potential drink rolls here.
No,
So,
I think we should do it fairly.
what if we get poisoned and die? He says you
We
die.
may not get poisoned.
You die if
we
you get
may
bitten by it.
poisoned, die. Oh, maybe Goose dies. Right, what have we got?
We have a snake. No, we don't.
No, we don't have a snake.
You got the Gorgon.
We have a gorgon.
That will
That's
have to
sort
do.
of snaky. It's got titties.
Yeah.
Ready?
Yes.
Oh no,
Okay.
you need to put skill and stamina in.
Okay, so skill is 10, right?
Oh no, and his stamina is 10. Yeah, we
we
do
take 3
have the
off.
serpent amulet, but it hasn't told us we can use
This
it.
isn't the Gorgon, I don't think. This is
No.
just...
But it's a serpent.
Yeah, but the Gorgon's going to be afterwards, probably. So, right, if we get bitten, we're dead. Because we don't have the snake oil.
No.
Have we got the snake oil?
It doesn't tell us to use it, so it doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
and yeah, that's if we get bitten. Have we got the snake
We
oil?
have snake oil.
It's worth a risk then, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Right, let's go.
Well, remember this page, because if we don't, we're going to have to do a...
Yeah, I've got
big
it.
drink for
Don't worry.
Okay, right. Our roll.
22?
22 for us, so it's a 22 for the snake, max, so it's an equal. So,
Okay.
no, we'll roll it.
Yeah,
'cause
so we need to.
if it's not 6,
Nice.
then he's down to 7.
8.
7. We take an extra
Oh,
one.
yeah. That's good. Okay, this is good.
Okay, good start.
Let's not get cocky, though.
Okay, here we go. Our roll.
20
Yes, 20 for us.
versus
19.
19. Take another 3.
654. Easy maths, but hard on the spot. Okay. Our roll.
14. Oh, no! No, what are you doing? 15
15 for us.
versus 19. Oh! Okay, he's down for 1 stamina. Come on.
Come on, let's do this.
12. 21.
He can't. He
He
can just
can.
about get that.
21.
20. He's dead. Yes.
Kill him. Nice. Let's get rid of him.
We didn't get bitten. We didn't have to cheat.
No, we didn't.
Not yet.
Something like this. So, we win but do not lose any attack rounds. 10 to 57.
The combat is furious, leaving you exhausted but relieved not to have been bitten by the Snake Lord. Add 1 luck point. You
Yes!
search the chamber and find 100 gold
No!
pieces. Yeah.
Can I have a double? Wow.
So 104 gold pieces. We have luck back up to 8.
Was it just 1 luck point?
Yes.
Oh.
You search the chamber and find 100 gold pieces in a vase which you share equally with Goose. What was that, 54?
54. Never mind, that's Goose earned it, to be
You
fair.
did. You might have died though.
Goose
But then
made us the man we are today.
if we had a golden key and Goose died, we would have been Financially better off. You share it equally with Goose, who can hardly believe his luck. You walk to the back of the chamber where you find a gilt-edged bronze door. Turn to 198.
Oh. Are we carrying on?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh no! Are you sure? You sure you want to carry on?
Is it what's the next? I've not read this page. It's a very big page to read. I just want to check if it's like a. Do we?
Should we do it?
Go on then.
We're gonna have to. Like.
Here we go.
In fact, I'll have to check my caches in a minute. But this is.
We do.
Do we?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. We're getting ahead of ourselves here, but okay. Here we go.
This is the page, which is why we panicked. It's the Gorgon. Need to find the beetles still. Yes,
yeah,
I completely forgot that we were finding
That's the whole
beetles.
reason we're here.
Yeah. The door handle is made of gold in the shape of a snake. You open the door slightly and feel the cold draft of air on your face, which makes you shiver. You do not hear anything and signal to Goose to keep quiet and follow you in. You step slowly into a cold chamber, acutely aware that one glance from the Gorgon could turn you to stone. The resplendent tomb-like chamber has 2 rows of floor-to-ceiling fluted stone columns and is lit by glowing crystals set at intervals on the smooth stone walls. There are huge terracotta pots on the floor, and in the centre of the chamber there is an enormous white marble sarcophagus. They like that word as well in this book.
Yeah.
With large candles burning on wooden stands on each corner. Behind the sarcophagus, you see a stone statue of a warrior in chainmail and another of an elf with her sword raised.
They've been turned to
stone. You look around and see more statues, most with the look of terror on their faces. It dawns on you that these are not statues, but adventurers who have been turned to stone. The silence is suddenly broken by hysterical laughter, which echoes loudly around the chamber. You crouch down and see a figure step slowly out from behind one of the columns. She is wearing a long gown of gold silk, adorned with jewels which sparkle brightly in the light. Her head is not covered with hair, but with a mass of living snakes. It is the Gorgon. She continues to laugh hysterically, her eyes darting about, trying to catch your eye. You have only seconds to act.
Oh no.
If you own a this is why we panicked. If you own a brass lamp, turn to 379. If you do not own a brass lamp, we
own a brass lamp, and guess what's in it?
Twixie!
So,
was he in a brass lamp?
Yes, he was.
Let me just check we don't actually have a brass lamp as well.
I don't think so. I think he was in a brass lamp.
Oh no, it was a brass bell we have.
Yeah, he's in a brass lamp.
Yeah, he is.
Hopefully that's a good thing.
Was it definitely brass?
I'm pretty sure. Let me find a picture of the wizards. I'm pretty sure.
Wizard?
I'm pretty sure it was a brass lamp.
But the page is gone.
Well, I found it just then.
The next page. Oh. Shiny brass lamp! Yes!
You've got one. Okay. Hopefully that's a good thing though, right? If you own a brass lamp, turn to 379.
It's you.
Oh.
Oh!
Oh.
I know, I'm just so excited.
You suddenly hear a familiar voice. I suppose at this point I'm going to have to help you, or else I'm going to be left all alone on the back of a statue of the Gorgon's tomb. It's the voice of Twixel.
Twixie!
Twixel.
Oh, I already took
The genie in the lamp. Don't worry, we can do this, continues Twixel.
Nice.
But just close your eyes, and with my help you'll be able to see as normal. You close your eyes and find you can see as clearly as though they were still open. You stand up and walk towards the Gorgon with your sword raised, ready to attack the hissing snakes that strike out at you. So we have the Gorgon to fight. If you're still alive after 2 attack rounds, turn to 201.
Okay.
Okay, so
okay.
This.
Easy. We can do this.
You're thinking about Twixes? Ooh.
Maybe Twixel is a thing
We've
where
got,
it comes from.
A crunchy and a double decker down there.
I'm not feeling it.
No?
You were welcome to them.
Yeah.
Here she is again.
The Gorgon is back. So it's 10 and 10, wasn't it?
10 and 10. So if you're still alive after 2 attack rounds, okay, at least we've read
Goose
this
is still
one.
here as well.
Ready?
Yes.
Dun, dun, dun. 12,
11.
13, 14.
Double decker for the win. Oh, I do love a good double decker. 14 for us, so we're fucked, basically.
No, well, yeah.
We should have had a provision, really, shouldn't we? So we lose 2 stamina points.
That's fine. So we only have to do 1 more round.
Is it survive 2 rounds, is it?
If you are still alive after 2 attack rounds.
Okay,
So yeah.
okay, yep. Our round again.
15.
Oh, fuck.
Doesn't matter, we'll still be alive. Right, so she's hit us again, but we are still alive after 2 attack rounds. So, turn to 201. Do you want to eat some provision? Oh,
We're not allowed to, are we?
We're not mid-fight now. Page turning.
We'll see. 201.
Double deck with the win.
In the heat of the battle, you don't even see Goose's arrows flying past your head. One arrow hits the Gorgon in the shoulder and another arrow hits her squarely in the neck.
Yes.
The Gorgon freezes momentarily and Goose yells at you to strike. You seize your chance and finish her off with one mighty blow. I knew that would be easy, Twixel says smugly as the Gorgon falls to the ground with her snake still writhing around her head. There are 18 in total, and one by one you watch them slowly perish. Now, if you don't mind, I'm going back to sleep. I've done enough for today. When you are done saving Alancia, perhaps we can go to Port Blacksand next. Good night. Stephen, what's Port Blacksand? Is that from, like, Assassins of Alancia or a different book? You tell Goose. Gorgon got one-shotted. Yeah, he did. He got wrecked. It was all up front. You tell Goose how you came to own the brass lamp and what good fortune it's turned out to be. Goose shakes his head in disbelief. This must be our lucky day, he says, smiling, turn to 332.
We beat the game!
Do you think this is a good point to wrap it up?
Yeah.
We've not got the rust beetles. Should we get the rust beetles?
No, we're on like 2 hours nearly.
Okay,
Come
okay.
on,
Okay.
As much as I could literally play this all night.
332.
3.
Originally it was from City of Thieves, but Ian has used it a few times since. Oh,
We played City of Thieves.
No, I don't think we have. We played Sorcery City of...
Yeah.
Right, guys, so we've surpassed where we were initially. We're in good stead. We've got lots of good items, and we've only really lost a bit of luck and stamina, so we are doing well, really. So we've just finished, hopefully, our second quest step. We're going to get the rust beetles, and then I'm going to assume that the final next bit is going to be leading into fighting the giants. So I hope you've enjoyed this part. If you've been playing along, do let us know what your situation's been like, and thank God for Twixel. I think we'd probably be dead without Twixel.
Yeah, I apologise for calling him Twixie this whole time. It sounds better.
Yeah. Either way, thank you guys so much for watching part 5. I hope you've enjoyed it, and we will see you again with part 6, where we will hopefully get these rust beetles and start on our final journey to take on the Iron Giants. So see you guys next